A new review of child injury research unveiled that the home may not be as safe for children as parents believe. Hi, I'm Veronica with WatchMojo.com, and today we're looking at ways to ensure safety for a child at home. So to begin, why is there even a need to raise awareness for child safety in the homes?
The majority of parents, around 49%, think their home is the safest place their child can be. But the reality is that children are injured in the home all the time. And about 18,000 emergency room visits a year are caused by injuries that happen in the home.
Which items top the list at creating an unsafe environment?
Well, some of the more common items are things like window blind cords, bunk beds, toppling water bottles, toppling television sets, and playground equipment that we have in our backyards.
Apparently, as children age, their risk for different types of injuries change. Can you tell us about these?
You know, children at a very young age, even right up until the age of 4, will want to put things in their mouth to experience their environment. That's how they learn. But the reality is that an object this size will actually cause a choking hazard. And if it can fit through a roll of paper, it's too small. So the smaller the child, the bigger the object should be. When we look at how children grow, things change. So if I went to a 5 to 9-year-old, then we're looking at things like falls from bunk beds, which are very, very common.
So do you think you can take us through the home to create a safe environment for our kids?
Sure, I'd be happy to do that. So I think most people are aware of heat being a danger to children. We're all very aware that the stove gets hot and small children can burn themselves quite easily. But we tend to forget that even older kids have this issue as well. And many 5 to 9-year-olds are actually encouraged to use something like the microwave, for example. And the reality is that the objects inside the microwave get very, very hot. We still encourage parents to heat up items for their children in terms of food in the microwave and remove them for their child. Never let your child use the microwave on their own. Also, you want to keep other items that get naturally hot very quickly just by use, such as a toaster oven or a regular toaster, out of the reach of children, especially young ones, because they're certainly discovering and exploring their environment through touch. So children like to use drawers as stairs, and so they will pull out all the drawers and climb on top of them to reach the counter or to reach something high up. And so we really encourage parents to put locks on their drawers to ensure that they can't be opened and used easily by children. Plugs can be a really big hazard for young children especially, because as they're trying to discover their environment and understand how things work, they understand by plugging an object in that it makes the object work. So they try to use other objects like keys and pins and pennies and sometimes even their fingers and try to plug them into the socket. You can use a cover and quite simply just push it in, and this will cover the hole and make sure that the child can't use it. It's also very hard to pull out. Even as an adult, I have a hard time pulling this out. As children grow, they like to explore their environment. One of the things they like to do is hide in cupboards. Keep your household products away and out of reach of children. That means keeping them above in a locked cabinet. In many cases, you don't have that option. And so what we ask people to do is that if they do store their household cleaning products underneath the sink, that they actually put a lock on the cabinet doors so that children can't access this cabinet at all.